It is coming up on 11:17 on this Tuesday night. Jessica Van Meter back with us now, talking about a couple of weather impact alert days on the way.
Yeah, things are going to get very active as we go through the rest of the week. That first weather impact alert is going to come tomorrow. At just about 18 to 24 hours from now, things are going to look a little different. And we'll have a wintry mix ongoing for that latter part of the day. Any of those untreated surfaces could get very slick and icy again. We're also going to watch that evening commute very closely into tomorrow. It's still going to take a little while before we see this arriving. A system is really just developing off to our west. We see snow across areas of the plains, so it still has a way to travel. This system has not really been an issue for most of us. It's been focused well to our south. We've had just a few flakes, flurries, especially across some of our southernmost counties, and that's really been about it for today. We have had plenty of cloud cover, but we're going to hold off on our big chance for that wintry mix until tomorrow. Things are going to look a little different by this time on Wednesday. For tonight, we'll keep the cloudy skies. If you're further south, maybe just a chance for a stray flurry. Temperatures will be fairly chilly. We'll drop back into the lower 20s. It's going to be a quiet start to your Wednesday. National Design hour by hour forecast. We are going to start off with plenty of cloud cover, but mostly dry conditions. We don't really have any concerns for that morning commute or even through the lunch hour for most of us. It's later into the day that we're going to see this next wave of precipitation arriving. Initially, that could mean some snow and some sleet, especially for areas further north. Our temperatures are hovering around freezing into the afternoon. That could mean some mix and some freezing rain. Watch what our temperatures are going to do here. Our air temperatures are actually going to be rising even as we get into the evening hours. By about 5 o'clock, we're near to just a couple degrees above freezing. And then we continue to warm those temperatures as we go through the evening and overnight. So I think we'll still see issues with that evening commute. Plan on at least a little bit of extra time, but we're going to be transitioning and actually warming instead of freezing. So we're at least heading in the right direction at that point. Temperatures well into the upper 30s, close to 40 as we get towards midnight. That's going to mean rain. We could still have some cold conditions at the surface, especially a lot of those porches, sidewalks, things like that have been very icy. We could still have some issues with those through the overnight hours. And as we get into early Thursday, before dawn even, our temperatures start to drop right back down. So that little bit of above freezing is not going to last very long at all. That colder air moves in very quickly. Much of our heavier precipitation, anything steady, is out of here by about the commute time on Thursday. But our temperatures are back below freezing, so we're back in the 20s. Anything could refreeze and still have some of those very slick, icy conditions for Thursday morning. Past that, we could see just minor snow through the day with temperatures generally stuck in the 20s. So that refreezing is still going to be a concern for us, and we could still have those slippery conditions into Thursday as well. Here's the good news. Valentine's Day looks great. It's going to be the nicest day of the week. We'll get some sunshine into the mix, a little break between systems. Temperatures will be below average, near 30 degrees, but we'll take the timing with that for your Valentine's Day plans. If you have plans into the weekend, we have more weather impact alerts heading into the weekend, and impactful systems going to be with us into the weekend. Wintry mix, snow is going to be possible, and that could mean some accumulations, some messy conditions, especially on the roadways. Particularly if you have plans for this weekend, really want to keep a close eye on that forecast and what it's going to mean timing-wise for your plans. A lot of our impacts from this will depend on the exact track this takes, as per usual, and the timing of this. Right now, it looks like we see snow initially Saturday morning, and then a change to some mix, some rain as we get that brief little area of above freezing temperatures again. And then we see temperatures falling and snow as we get into Sunday. So some messy conditions certainly going to be possible there. Rest of that Union Home Mortgage extended forecast, once we get past those weather impact alerts for the weekend, we're going to see some very cold air returning into next week with highs just in the teens and 20s.